One of this year's most popular new AI products gets a major upgrade. Welcome back to the AI Daily Brief Headlines Edition, all the daily AI news you need in around 5 minutes. One of the most popular new products of the year, Google's NotebookLM, got a slew of new features. Although why they chose to bury this on a Friday afternoon, I have no idea. Guys, you gotta scream this a little bit louder, and not on a Friday. In any case, this new update includes a bunch of new features, plus an enterprise version. Probably the biggest new feature is that it's got an interactive mode. And this is exactly what it sounds like. It allows users to interact with the AI hosts in their audio interviews. After generating an audio overview, users can request to join the conversation while it's being presented, similar to the way X Spaces work. Google wrote in their blog post, "It's like having a personal tutor or guide who listens attentively and then responds directly, drawing from the knowledge in your sources." The feature is still experimental, with Google noting the AI-generated hosts might respond inaccurately or pause awkwardly before answering. But this super reinforces the argument that I've been making, that this is likely to be the way that people start learning new things in the future. It's not that it's a replacement for deep, comprehensive learning and reading the big, complex reports for yourself, but the ability to start by listening to a conversation about a particular topic and now engage in it is just such a better starting point for any sort of new knowledge acquisition. This follows a previous update where users were able to guide the host and edit the content. That was an important one for content creators like myself, who in the initial instance of the audio overviews didn't really get a say in what came out on the other side. Driven by Gemini's enhanced voice-to-voice capabilities, the new feature allows for a fundamentally different experience with NotebookLM. Aside from this new feature, NotebookLM is also getting a complete redesign with improved UX. Notebooks are now split across 3 panels: sources, chats, and a studio panel that contains output documents like study guides and audio overviews. Google said, "From the start, we wanted NotebookLM to be a tool that would let you move effortlessly from asking questions to reading your sources to capturing your own ideas. Today, we're rolling out a new design that makes it easier than ever to switch between those different activities in a single unified interface." Finally, and this one will be very exciting for many of you listeners, Google is also rolling out a premium version of the app aimed at enterprises. It introduces work-focused security and privacy, as well as allowing 5 times as many audio overviews to be generated. Notebooks in the premium version can be shared across a whole team. The subscription is now available for businesses, schools, and universities. Given how much we at Super are talking about NotebookLM for enterprises, this I feel like is absolutely a slam dunk. The response has been very positive, as has most everything been around NotebookLM. The AI for Success account on X says, "Can someone tell Google to calm down, please? They've dropped another major update to NotebookLM." Christian7 writes, "This is actually insane. Huge kudos to the NotebookLM team for nailing the interrupt and participate UX. Super hard to get this right. Have been struggling with voice product stuff the past few months." Even Professor Ethan Malik, who is in no way a hypester, writes, "Google has a knack for making non-chatbot interfaces for serious work with LLMs. When I demo them, both NotebookLM and Deep Research are instantly understandable and fill real organizational needs. They represent a tiny range of AI capability, but are easy for everyone to get. So one writes research reports and the other summarizes your documents and turns them into podcasts? Got it." Krishna writes, "I don't think Google leading with UI innovation was on my card, but I totally agree with this. When Anthropic released Artifacts, it felt like a new interface, but that's still very chatbot-like. NotebookLM and Deep Research are net new." Google Labs designer Jason Spielman wrote, "Thanks, I think we're just seeing the beginning of a lot of new UI innovation. I mentioned in a previous post that we're in a transition period. Chatbots are just the most digestible for humans to start exploring AI, but people are now ready to try new formats." One company that you gotta think is watching what Google's doing closely is, of course, competitor Perplexity. A company that I honestly think is the first actual potential disruptor of Google Search since Google Search became dominant. The company is projecting booming growth and fat margins as they seek more funds to compete in AI search. The company is reportedly looking to raise $500 million at a $9 billion valuation, a process that began in October. According to pitch decks viewed by The Information, the company is projecting a doubling in annualized revenue next year to reach $127 million. The company further projected a quintupling of revenue by the end of 2026 as their subscription model ramps up. When the fundraising round was first reported, the lofty valuation seemed like a no-brainer. The company was scaling fast and shipping relentlessly. Their November election coverage was the toast of the industry, standing alone as the only AI company that backed their product to serve solid answers during the controversial event. Then again, since then we've seen rapid advancements in reasoning models, AI search, and a deep research feature from Google, suggesting that the Menlo giant will not go down without a fight. That could put pressure on Perplexity as they push to convert free users into paying customers over the coming years. Perplexity continues to be one of the most dynamic and exciting companies in the space, but the lumbering giant that they're competing against is a lot less sleepy right now than it was just a little while ago. Getting into the spirit of the season, xAI have revealed a new upgrade to their flagship model, Grok 2. The new model is claimed to be 3 times faster and offers improved accuracy, instruction following, and multilingual capabilities. Once again, shipping on a Friday night, xAI also unveiled a new Grok button on the X platform. Users can click the button to generate additional context about a post or a trending discussion. The Grok API has also slashed prices for developers, with input tokens now priced at $2 per million and $10 per million output. The company also announced that their cutting-edge Aurora image model will be added to the API in the coming weeks. Grok 2 access is free for all X users, with subscribers getting higher usage limits. Lastly today, hot on the heels of OpenAI releasing Sora, Pika Labs have unveiled the second generation of their video model. Pika 2.0 is focused on greatly improving user control and customization of generated video clips. Users can now upload images of elements to be used in clips, such as characters, props, and settings. One interesting example showed Van Gogh's self-portrait waltzing with the girl with the pearl earring. Characters and aesthetics demonstrate very good consistency across scenes. You can also adjust individual elements, such as character posing and object interactions. Clips can now be refined if the model doesn't get it right on the first try, with users able to swap scene elements and tweak the prompts. Access to Pika 2.0 is still priced extremely aggressively, positioning itself to be affordable for content creators and small advertising campaigns. You can even see that in their tagline, not just for pros, for actual people. That is going to do it for today's AI Daily Brief Headlines edition. Next up, the main episode.